What do you actually need in your park bag for Disney World this summer? We just got back from our week-long vacation there with our 2 toddlers and a baby. I'm going to show you exactly what I brought into the park every day for us, and we did park open to park closed without a break almost every single day. So this is everything that we needed to be comfortable, to be happy, and I think it worked out great. I'm going to share it with you. I brought 4 bags into the park with me, but keep in mind you can alter this for yourself because we had to bring in a double stroller and a single stroller because of how young my kids are, and that I have 3 of them. So I do have 4 bags, but not all of them are ginormous, and it just is what's best for our family. But I'm going to go through it all, show you exactly what I do. I'll link some things in the description below if you're curious as to exactly what I'm using in these videos. But first, I'll start with my backpack that I keep on me during the day. This is, I recommend a smaller backpack because I recommend wearing one through the lines when you go into restaurants, anything like that. Having a bag that you take with you that would have more of the essential stuff that you would need when you're not with your stroller and all your other stuff. So let me go into this bag and I'll kind of show you, I'll start putting stuff in here and kind of show you exactly what I do. But this bag is pretty simple. This is my line bag, as I call it. And the only things that I really keep in here is one, my portable charger. When you're in line for rides or at lunch, this is just a good thing to have with you so you can charge up your phone. Another thing that I always keep in here is an extra pacifier for my baby. I usually have a pacifier on my baby, like clipped to my baby throughout the day, but I also in this bag have an extra one just in case something happens. Another thing for this bag, this is my toy bag for my 4-year-old and my 2-year-old. It has a bunch of different little toys, little finger puppets, these magnet toys, some little cars. They're really cute. My son loved playing with these, but I keep this in my park bag. It goes just right in here. It fits good. I put it in a smaller bag like that because the toys, I don't want to be like rummaging through it trying to find the toys. So I keep them in a smaller bag like that to kind of keep the toys contained. But my kids loved that. The lifesaver when you're in line, when you're eating, whatever you're doing and they need to be entertained. Having small little toys like that is amazing. And these are toys that we only get out for like trips. So like they're really fun for them when they get to see them because they don't get to play with them all of the time. Another thing in this bag, and this is usually the last thing I have in this bag, is snacks. And my kiddos, you can do whatever your kiddos like, but my kiddos like applesauce and then packs of gummies. And I'll usually put this stuff because this can kind of get lost in the bag too. I'll put it in a small bag to kind of keep it organized in my bigger bag, in this bigger bag. This is not a ginormous bag. It's just a small backpack, but it does have pockets on the sides, and that's super important because I always want to bring a water bottle into line with us. So I'll put a water bottle for my kids and then a water bottle for me and my husband so that you can stay hydrated while you're in line and you don't forget that. A lot of people have bags that they bring in line that you can't put a water bottle necessarily fits in there, and I find especially in the summer you will want your water bottle with you all of the time. In the front little pocket I usually just keep like gum, other little stuff like that, nothing like crazy. Germ-X, always have Germ-X with me because you know with little kids they're touching everything. But that's my park bag. That is my line bag, that's what I call it. That's everything that I put in there. Super simple but very essential and has saved us many times at the parks. Okay, next I'll go into my diaper bag. This bag is my diaper bag that I use in normal life, like day to day, but it's bigger. So I don't love to carry it around with me all the time. So it's not my line bag, as I would say. It's just my diaper bag at the park. So what I put in here, super simple. I usually put Band-Aids in this top mesh pocket. And then it's like very organized in here, but it doesn't really have anything here right now. But I always put my extra diapers in here for my 2-year-old and my baby. And it has also a front pocket. I put my bottles for feeding and my formula in here and changes of clothes. So I'll show you. This is what I got for when my baby was like 2 months old. I got it off of Amazon. It's super, super awesome. But you just scoop into these, all screw apart. They're like separate little things. But you just pour the amount of formula you need for your bottles. So 6-ounce bottle, 8-ounce bottle, whatever it is, you scoop that in that morning. So whenever we were getting ready in the mornings, I would pre-make this for however many bottles I needed. And then whenever it was time to make a bottle, you just unscrew this top one. Super, super easy. And you just pour it into the water, into your bottle. And it was already measured out exactly the right amount that you needed. Amazing. So I had that in there. And then I had these bottles. I only brought 3 bottles into the park with me every day. And I would just wash them and like rotate them throughout the day. But I brought 3 of these. I really liked, my baby really likes these, but you just use whatever your baby wants. But these also went in here. I put the extra bottles and stuff in here. I also brought a little thing of Dawn and a scrubber. That's just to wash the bottle parts throughout the day as I needed to. But I stuffed that in there as well. Also, I usually throw in an extra pack of wipes if I feel like I might need it for the day, but that just depends. I have 2 of these. These are my diaper changing little setup that I have. I have 2 of them, one for each of my kiddos and diapers. This one's a little bit more girly, but it doesn't really matter. These are both Vera Bradley, but I'm sure you can get, you know, whatever from wherever. But in here, I always have wipes. This is my diaper changing mat that I love. I've loved since my first baby, but I always keep that in here, pack of wipes in here, and then a couple diapers in here, and then some of these little dirty diaper bags. I find these to be super helpful to kind of, you know, when you're in a public place and your kid has a stinky diaper, to put it in one of those, and it really helps the smell. But I have one of these that will have diapers for my 2-year-old in it, and then one that's set up for my 5-month-old in it, or my 4-month-old in it. So it's super awesome. I put these in my bag in the morning, but throughout the day, I actually clip these to my stroller. So this is honestly part of my stroller setup as well, but I throw it in my diaper bag whenever we're getting out the door in the morning and getting through security. It's usually in my diaper bag, but these will actually end up being clipped to my stroller because they have this like really big handle. Super easy. I just put it on the carabiner and it's amazing. But I usually put them in here in the mornings just to get through everything, you know, because security can be kind of crazy. Another thing that I put is gallon-sized bags. I don't know if anyone else does this, but I think that these are amazing little like trash bags basically. So like I'll throw one of these in my line bag as well sometimes, just to be able to have, you know, because your kids are eating snacks and stuff, or you might need to wipe their face off, but you need something to throw away the trash because sometimes in line there's not a trash can, or you're stuck in line and it's not moving for a while. So I always throw a couple of these gallon-sized bags in my different bags. Usually one in my line bag and one in my diaper bag, but it really doesn't matter as long as you have one that you can get to. These are life-changing. Okay, I think that's all for my diaper bag. And I throw this diaper bag in the bottom of my double stroller. I put it on one side of my double stroller, so it is always with us, but it doesn't have like anything like valuable, like credit cards, money, nothing like that, that like if someone did take it, which hasn't happened, but if someone did take it, I wouldn't lose anything of value. My line bag that I always keep with me, this is the bag that I recommend you keep, like if you have your wallet with you, if you have whatever sort of like ID. Ruthie woke up from her nap. Did you have a good nap?
Yeah.
I'm showing them what I packed in our bags.
I know.
For Disney. Okay, so another thing about my line bag is I always throw in like one of those travel sized pack of wipes for when the kiddos get messy, but it also goes in this line bag. Super, super helpful. Okay.
Mommy, you got that.
I know it.
It's so adorable. It's like the littlest backpack.
It's the littlest backpack ever. Not too little. It fits all the things we need it to fit.
Yeah.
We also have our magic bands.
That one is mine.
This one's Ruth's. This one's mine.
And this one is Henry.
We just got Henry one.
And this is Daddy's. They're stick together. Me and yours does not stick together.
Okay, I gotta show them what I put in this next bag, okay?
Okay.
Okay, my last two bags kind of go together. I love these bags. This one is bigger than this one, but if I didn't have to bring a double and a single, I honestly wouldn't bring this one, and I would just bring this big one. But because I have a single and a double, and sometimes I stayed out later with Ruth and JJ went back with the boys, I needed a bag that had some of the essential stuff that we might need. So these bags are very similar, but a little bit different. And the good thing about these bags, and you can get a bag similar to this, and you might have a bag similar to this, is they are, one, backpacks, easy to carry, but also like huge, but collapsible. So like when I take stuff out of it, it can like get really small and just isn't in the way. Super, super nice. And then this yellow one's the same way. It's a backpack handle, but it also collapses. Okay, so these bags are the bags that I put our cooling towels in. These are essential for Disney in the summer. It doesn't have to be this brand, but you need a cooling towel for sure. Yeah, so, did you like using these? It was really hot.
It was really nice.
To put on your shoulders?
Yeah. I'm gonna get green.
Yeah.
Green.
Yeah, these are the small ones for Ruth and Henry. And then ponchos. I like to pack some ponchos. I don't normally use them, but I like to have them just in case we're riding a water ride and I don't necessarily want to get soaking wet, but I don't want to wear a full rain jacket. I like to just have ponchos.
I wore one of those from Tiana.
You did wear one of those in Tiana. See? It's good to have.
You didn't have to.
I know it.
These are not my headphones.
These are headphones, like muffling headphones. They're not actually connected to anything. These are for like my baby in case it was too loud, a show was too loud, fireworks are too loud. He could wear these. So this also just goes in this big bag. The things in here, I try to keep the things in these bigger bags that go underneath the strollers. Like this one will go underneath the double. This one will go underneath the single to be things that I don't need to constantly grab out of, because it is kind of like you don't want to dig through those bags if you don't have to. So these things are not like my essentials like the first two bags. I also pack rain jackets for all of us. I prefer to have a rain jacket in the summer versus just a bunch of throwaway ponchos, because rain jackets, I don't have to worry about trying to like, ponchos once you open them. It's really hard to reuse one. So they're basically you just have to throw it away. So I didn't want to do that. And we really just like having our rain jackets. There's better quality. But if you want to bring a bunch of ponchos, that's totally cool. You can bring a bunch of ponchos. So I put all of these, just shove these in here. I put some in this other bag too.
Yeah, these two matches.
I know.
My yellow one is like your favorite color. I wish you, when you're a little kid, you didn't have mine.
I know it.
It's like your favorite color.
I love it. Okay, another thing that I put in these bags is I have a wet bag for each kiddo. And in here I put an extra change of clothes, underwear, maybe some diapers. I also, if we were going to a park like Epcot or Magic Kingdom that has like a big splash pad area, I put like a swim diaper in here for Henry, stuff like that in case I thought like he needed it. But each kid has their own. I even one day put like Henry's swim sandals in here, or Ruth's swim sandals in here, so that she could take off her tennis shoes and like run around in her sandals. So always bring a wet bag because you never know what's going to happen to your clothes. This is just like extra outfits that I would put in here. Diapers. Okay. Last couple things that I put in these bags that go underneath is rain covers. I have one for my single and one for my double. These just like fold up and I shove them in here. Hopefully, you won't have to get them out too awful much, but the summer is super unpredictable rain-wise, so you need to have your rain cover for your double stroller, for your single stroller, whatever it is, you need to make sure you have that because your stuff will get soaking wet. And then the last thing that I pack in here is the stroller fans. My really nice stroller fan is in the car because we just used it the other day, but I always put these, like one of these in here, like for Ruth if she needs it.
Yeah, I need it because sometimes when it's nap time, I get really hot and I need that. So.
Yes, yeah, because we usually did stroller naps. It was good to have one. Okay, so I'll do a separate video about my stroller setup and I'll show you exactly how I put all of that together, where I put all these bags, how I make it all fit. But this is how we do it, and we had a great trip, super comfortable. I never felt like I needed to go buy anything or go get anything. I feel like we did really good, and I think it was a good trip, right, Ruth? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, I hope this video was helpful, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah,
bye.
bye. Can I be in the next one again?
Yes, of course.
Yay.